Alright. So we're gonna start blue side. I'm expecting, well, in theory, I think. Well, actually, well, I would assume he starts top side in this game. I think it's hard to say which one is better. I think both options kind of suck for him. If it's very low elo, I would assume he starts blue buff, but I think he's gonna start red this game. Usually my game plan would be I do my 3 bot camps, run to his red buff and invade him. Oh, he's starting bot side. That's perfect. Now I can show you guys what I wanted to do. This is something that you can do in 99. I did this against Canyon, who is the best jungler in the world. If it works against Canyon, it's going to work in low elo as well. Please do not do this. Don't. What the plan is, very simple. I'm going to do the regular clear. We do 3 camps on our, well, all 3 bot camps. We do the regular clear. It's really that simple. And I'll show you the rest. Sadly, Karma kind of fucked with the enemies here a bit. It's not very good, because now it kind of screws things over, potentially. Kind of. The good thing about Viego is, he goes for a full clear. That should be the case in 99% of the games. There are scenarios where he might not go for a full clear if he wants to gank a lane. But usually that's not the case, especially in lower elo where people don't really think about their pathing. Now, instead of going for wolves, we go for enemy red. Because Viego is quite slow with his clear, we might want to just wait a little bit. You want to get into this bush at around 240. And then you should be fine. I hug the wall here, not to spot him over here. And then usually if it's a fast clear jungler, you can queue in. Against Viego, I think you can just kind of walk in. I'm going to place a box down. I could have placed it a bit deeper into the bush. That would have made more sense, I think. But yeah, as you can see, he's quite slow. Maybe he's actually, maybe he spotted me, I'm not sure. As soon as he walks into the box, we ignite him. We keep our Q in case he flashes, and he's dead. No counterplay. And this is how you win the game within, well, however fast that was. 3 minutes, I guess. I'm gonna take the red, I'm gonna take Scuttle Crab. Now he has 2 options. Either he goes top side and contests the Scuttle Crab if he has prio if he wants to, or he goes bot side. So now, because we know he can only really be bot side, we ping our bot lane to be careful because Viego's gonna be there. They might still die, and that's bad, and they're fucking stupid. But at least we ping them. So they should now know that he's there, or will be there soon. So if they die, that's on them. We did everything we could. Just try and stop it. Don't listen, that's not my problem. I mean, kind of is, but not really. We're going to push in the wave here. Actually, I didn't need to do that. Katarina's roaming, so I'm going to do it anyways. She doesn't even realize. This wave was slow pushing into the enemy. Again, I didn't have to take this, but... She did have TP, but because she was already walking bot lane, I thought she might be going for a gank, and she didn't recall anytime soon, or anytime at that point. So might as well just take the camps. Here, I'm gonna recall. I have a lot of gold. I can buy a Sarah Dirk, and I can buy boots. That way, if something happens, I have items. I can fight. I'm very strong. I should kill pretty much anything. If I walk all the way back to top and then clear downwards, if I do this, then these 3 camps, I'm gonna have like 2k gold. And it's kind of awkward because then I'm on the map at like 5 or 6 minutes still without having recall yet. So if anything ever happens, if there's a gank opportunity, I'm actually going to be behind. Because Viego already got a longsword recall while I didn't. What we can do is we can invade his race. I think I do have a bit more time, so I'm going to take my Grump here as well. You can play the game in a very safe manner and just full clear yourself, if you're not very confident in counter jungling and stuff. Or you can play a very aggressive kind of style, where you constantly invade the enemy. Against Viego, I'm not sure how good that works. I've only really played against high elo Viegos, and I'm kind of scared to do invading in high elo. But yeah. Pop the trinket here. I'm gonna take this, and then we can take his Krugs as well. He might be in our bot side jungle. If he is, that's okay, because we're taking his top side right now. If he's not, then he's really fucked. Because he's not here, he has to be on the bot side of the map. Again, this is where we ping our bot lane. We're gonna wait until this wave gets out of tower range, so we don't get spotted by it. I meant to ping on my way. Don't put a box down because he can jump off of it. This is killable. He has to flash. That's very good. Diego is top side. I can actually run into him here. I have ult. And I'm pretty sure he's not level 6 yet. I'm going to look for the fight here. But he's not. Okay, actually, probably somewhere else. We can look for a dive. If this Graves wants to, sure. It's kind of awkward on Graves because he does have his thingy. Where if Gnar positions behind the tower correctly, you can never really hit him. But in this case, it works out. I can look for recall here. I think it's fast to just recall instead of clearing downwards like this. And then I can clear upwards, come back to top lane, and keep pressuring the Gnar. I'm gonna decide to go for boots here. Usually I don't do that anymore. Usually I try to go for Essence Reaver ASAP because it gives me more damage, but that's fine. Do you always go crit every game? Yes. On 80 Shaco, yes. Preferably. We can look to invade here if we want to. His Grump and stuff should still be up. We have bot prio. Well, our support as prio, I guess. She stole the blue buff. This guy's fucking molding. He's still doing Grump, so we can still kill him here. Oh, he's actually done already. Never mind. He's trying to kill. Come to me. He's dead. Pretty sure he should be dead. That also works. We could do dragon, and I think if I was on my main elo, I would also take dragon here. Because I'm smurfing, I'm gonna skip dragon. Dragon takes a long time to clear. And I would rather get resources that actually matter. Because if I snowball this game correctly, and if I win this game correctly, everything goes according to the plan, then I will not need dragons as a win condition. If you want extra security, take the dragons and you're good to go. Now we're just gonna full clear. And then can actually take his red. He's probably already taken it though. Sadly on the opposite side of the map. In the horde. And you usually want to finish one quadrant of the jungle. Always when doing these clears, look for ganks. Because those are going to be really important. This is roughly flat 1 elo. Still level 1 wolves, but it doesn't really matter too much. I can't really dive bot lane. Very wishful thinking. Heralds are really broken. So if you can, take a herald before 40 minutes. Oops, I misclicked. Well, not misclicked, but I didn't get my auto attack off for some reason. So against herald, there's a really cool trick you can do. Usually, if you drag him out correctly, you can just kind of walk in a circle. Either clockwise or counterclockwise motion, doesn't really matter. Because I kind of put him in a weird spot here, it's not possible. But usually that's something you can do. There's no ganks right now, his topside camps should be gone. We know that because his rep buff was cleared like a minute ago. Actually probably more like 1.5 minutes ago. Maybe even 2. So when he did those camps, he should have also done the other camps. Because no camps are up quite yet to take. I still have some time to do things top. And then after I can recall and do a full sequence again. Oh wait, he saw me, right? He's showing bot side. I don't think he took my camps based on the math. He should respawn soonish. I would prefer taking him to the mid tower here with my herald. Deadly camps aren't quite up yet. This one is about to respawn, but I think I just recall. I'm gonna sell a potion here. What I can do is I can actually go straight to his race here. Just ignore my bot side for now. Or I can do my race and then go for his top side. And just leave the Krugs up. It also works because he's doing dragon right now, so I don't need to be on his race ASAP. I can also look to kill him on the dragon actually. I keep forgetting that my champion is actually able to do things sometimes. I'm not sure where enemy support is. Free kill. Oh. This should not be up. I don't know why I'm even checking, but maybe I can look for a kill here. It's trying to freeze. We're not going to allow that. Now, we're gonna run into his topside jungle. Could have stayed bot side because the cams are about to respawn. That's my bad actually. Sometimes I'm blind too. But this should be fine. And he's here. Just gonna chunk him. I'm actually gonna look to kill him because we don't really have the damage for that. He gave up. That's good. Now we can take a mid wave. You can really be egoistical when playing jungle, especially a hyper carry jungler like Shaco. If you know you're gonna carry, take the resources. Don't steal them. But like right now, Katarina wasn't really here. I can take them. Usually you want to pop the herald a bit later. Usually when it's about 3 plates, but I think it should be fine in this case. Because it always does exactly 2 plates of damage. Actually timed it pretty much perfectly. Katarina should get a penta here. The same range. It's awkward. Well, I'm gonna take the jungle. As you can see, the poor guy is level 7, and we're gonna hit level 9 of these camps. Level 11. Actually, we're probably not gonna hit level 11. Not quite. Actually, we did hit level 11. See? I'm gonna recall. Because that way we can get items, we can do our bot side camps, and then we can run towards top lane, where Herald is going to spawn in a minute and a half. That way we have a nice sequence, and sequencing is your bread and butter as a jungler. There's a couple of bread and butters as a jungler, but this is definitely one of them. Did they already disable all chat? Doesn't look like they did. Yeah, at this point there's not too much to talk about. So, during the mid game, there's a couple of ways you can play it. You can be the aggressor yourself, or you can choose to play around somebody on your team. If somebody in your team is very strong, very fed, then you can start kind of being on the same side as that laner. For example, if this Graves was even more fed, and I maybe wasn't so fed myself, and I wasn't able to make plays myself, then it would be very beneficial for me to be around this Graves all the time. Because I can kind of be like, I don't know, he's like the parent and I'm the kid. He can just take care of me. If I can't fend for myself, if that makes sense. So, in this case though, I'm already strong enough, I'm already 18, you know, already a grown up man. So I can fight for myself, I can do my own things. I don't need the help of somebody else. But and as you can see, this game's already just over. So a tip I would give you, and the problem with this is that most people don't necessarily know this, but you do not want to take inhibs too early. The rule of thumb is, unless you're in like the late game, don't take inhibs unless you know you can end within the next 5 minutes, or the duration of inhib being down. Because the problem with that is, maybe it's a bit more complicated to understand. Oh, that's a good stun. The tower shot. How many am I gonna tank? What the fuck? But basically, so what happens if you take the inhib? I think we can take it now. I'm pretty sure we can end. What happens is, not only does your wave get one extra minion, which is a super minion, that gives them more gold and more XP, but your wave is also always going to be pushing, which means your wave is going to take the enemy's wave on its own. So the XP and the gold from these minions is lost. Because in most cases, your champions on your team are not going to take it. We're not going to be in range for XP and stuff. So you lose XP, while the enemies get free extra XP. Sure, you have the constant pressure on one lane, so somebody always has to stay in that lane, but what are you going to do at minute 15 with the inhib? Or are you going to pressure and end and stuff like that, right? In this case, we have Herald and we have Baron in 2 minutes. We're fine. But yeah. Should we use Herald to end in this situation? Yes. Ritas, what's up, man? This Viego's not having a good game, that's for sure. Poor guy. But yeah. Also, of course, never stop pressuring the enemy jungle. Always take their camps. Starve them, basically. It's kind of like, I'm trying to find a game that kind of plays the same, but you want to keep taking their resources, because League is all about resources in the end. Gold and XP. So if they get more resources and more gold, then they are going to end up winning. If you have more resources and more gold, then you're going to end up winning. I'm going to wait for one more wave, I think. Shit, that was bad. Ay, ay, ay.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
As I said, we could have probably done... I don't want to pop Baron just yet. I mean Herald. I guess guys from my team might just get very angry with me. Oh my god, that's lucky. She has ult. Run.
Shut down.
A little bit closer.
Again, like right now. Just take their jungle. If they have no jungle, they only have the minions to feed up on. And good thing is, shared minion XP is worse than just regular minion XP. So by them sharing it as like 5 people, it becomes worse and worse and worse and worse.
The joke's on you.
So yeah, now we can take these camps and then look for a recall. This guy is Tabi, so I probably can't kill him. I'm gonna take blue last, so I have the extended buff duration. It's a small thing sometimes.
This will be fun.
I guess real-time strategy games are a good example of that, yeah. I don't recommend building Stripe Breaker or Gore Drinker anymore. I think it's pretty bad now. So, honestly, just, I don't know, build crit, build AP, build tank. We should do Baron, yeah. If your team doesn't listen to the correct ping or what you think is the correct move, then apes together strong is what you should do. Even if, so, I think apes together strong kind of sums it up pretty well. Even if you guys do what's not best or do something that isn't necessarily good, because you all do it together, it's at least better than everyone doing what's best for themselves individually. So if I go for Baron here and I do Baron and I get executed by Baron, yes, that would be the perfect call and the best call probably. But because I'm on my own and because my team decides not to do the call, you know, it is a bad call. And it ends up just being worse than doing what my team wants to do, which might not be the best option, but at least it, you know, kind of works in that sense. Yeah, Strike Break was pretty fun. I